Thanks for making the time to take the What Type of Healer Are You quiz. Your quiz results report should be hitting your email inbox in about 30 minutes from now. In the meantime, let's talk about healing. To start, here's a little about me. My name is Elizabeth Brose, and I am the founder of SALVE, Self-Healing Arts Resource Center. I am a restless homebody who loves cats, Chopin, exploratory walks, independent research, and the office. Just like you, I have also had a calling my whole life to be some sort of healer. But it wasn't until a few years ago that I really started zeroing in on exactly what type of healer I was destined to be. It all started about 10 years ago. I was very sick, physically and mentally. I had no idea what was wrong with me, and neither did my parents, which was terrible for all of us. I was basically bedridden for a year and a half with what I now understand was toxic overload. My toxic overload caused all the common symptoms of what people are suffering with today. Acne, poor sleep, insatiable cravings, depression, anxiety, irritability, no drive, no ambition, severe brain fog, the works. I was 25, living at home, and bedridden with mystery ailments that turned me basically into a mentally ill degenerate. I had no idea what to do, and neither did my parents or any conventional doctors. My toxic overload was severe. I had debilitated myself with conventional foods, cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, prescribed pharmaceuticals, and more. It was 10 years ago that I started tapering off medication that was meant to help me feel better mentally, but instead it made things even worse. I started taking this medication in the 10th grade. I never remember it actually making anything any better. The best it did was sedate me. But really, it made my mental illness symptoms worse. So my then doctor's response was to up the dose. Then the increased dose would affect my gut's health, which would in turn affect my mental health, and so the doctor again thought I needed more medication. This vicious cycle continued until I was beaten down to a state of total degeneracy. However, my parents thankfully found a doctor that saw the madness in this process and directed me onto a much better and safer path of healing and helped me reverse my self-destructive ways. It took me 10 years, but I got out of that slump. I am no longer a bedridden degenerate. I am now a healthy 35-year-old getting closer and closer to living my true purpose day by day. I now exercise daily, I eat healthier than everyone I know, and my debilitating depression and anxiety are a thing of the past. I get great consistent sleep, I have clear skin, and most of all, a clear vision of what it is that I want to accomplish. I have a good idea of what kind of healer I want to be because I learned how to heal myself first. Every year my goals and dreams evolve into something bigger than the last. I have the drive, energy, and ambition to achieve these goals all because I've made my health my number one priority. And let me tell you, once you make your health your number one priority, everything else just starts falling into place. I promise you that because it's always the case with everyone. I remember when I was at my lowest. I remember what I wanted, what I needed. And what I really wanted was someone that I could relate to. Someone who still had their struggles and knew how hard it was to get from point A to point B. The last thing I needed was to feel beneath someone who claimed they were trying to help me when really they were just trying to make a buck. The human spirit can only feel chumped and degraded so much until they crumble. So my intention today is to offer you what I needed then, what I wanted. Honesty and someone relatable. There are a lot of charlatans out there. Everyone is competing to be the authority of their niche. It's part of business, I get it. But it gets exhausting trying to navigate through a sea of lies and superficiality. If you know anything about marketing and psychology, You understand how sales work. The point is to hit someone's pain point and basically make them feel insecure, fearful, vulnerable. The point of advertising is to keep people in a fixed emotional state of lack so that they keep consuming. I don't want to do that. I don't want to take advantage of your weaknesses. I've had too many people do that to me. But just as much, I don't want to make you feel insecure because of where I am now and where you are. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. It's not. This was no easy task. It took me 10 years to get where I am now. My goal is to help you get where you want to be in a fraction of that time. And I want to help you do that because I know how to. This is my unique mission as a healer. Salve is something I have been conceptualizing for years. But every time I tried to get a little closer to making salve a reality and not just a fantasy, that little voice inside me would say, nope, just focus on your health. Looking back, the little voice was right. I wasn't done healing myself yet. I still had too much armor and inner chaos to have any business giving advice to others. And as you might know, a lot of people don't think that way. Self-evaluation, reflection, and other introspective skills are rarely a priority, if any at all. A small, healthy dose of neurosis can go a long way, but that usually doesn't register with anyone. The name of the game is boldly and confidently make your presence known and profit. Prove to everyone that you are the authority and sell, sell, sell. This never-ending rat race has been one of the several contributing reasons as to why we're in the global mess that we're trapped in today. Profits over people has been the pervasively covert motto of the masses for too long now, and you know what? I don't want to live in a world like that anymore. I want to live in a world that is easy to be in service to others, in a way that is authentically aligned with my true inner self. I want to be a healer that puts people ahead of profits. And if you're still watching this video, it sounds like you might have a similar mission. So to live up to that, I have done everything I can in my power to make sure that the information I give you is nothing that can hurt you. At its worst, the information I give you will serve as a hint, a clue, a breadcrumb of knowledge that will guide you to that which you need to achieve your own personal health goals and heal your unique ailments yourself first, so that you can better assist others with their health journey. With everything going on in the world, I'm sure your stress levels are high. I know how short time spans are these days. I have a very short one myself. I'm just going to make you an easy and free offer right now. Subscribe to Salve and join my Facebook group to learn more about what I did to get from sickly degenerate to healthy and driven in a fraction of the time I spent. I know what it's like to work with an extremely restrictive budget and unhealthy mindset. I've been there. I still have days where I fall down, but I get back up. And I can help you get back up too. Hit the button below to subscribe and learn more about your unique healing type. And let's get started.